This ThanksGrilling series, it's going to be huge.
You can't miss out on this.
Not this one.
Shoot, yeah, those Kingsford pellets provide the best flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it started.
And today I want to show you a very special recipe. We're going to show you smoked buttermilk biscuits. We're going to start by smoking this flour. I've got the RT340 set up out on the back porch. It's rolling right along at 200 degrees. That's a perfect temperature to generate the most amount of smoke. And again, that flour, when we put it on the inside of that bad boy, it's going to start absorbing that smoke and get nice and smoky and even toasting up that flour a little bit. Okay, so we smoked our all-purpose flour for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. We allowed it to cool. That's a very important step. Now what we're going to do is we're going to dump it in our bowl and start mixing our biscuits. And I'm so glad that I had this butcher's paper here because it made the job so much easier. All right, so we're gonna add all of our dry ingredients first together. Got our baking powder here. Got our delicious salt. And just for fun, man, that Ben's heifer dust has some salt in it. It's gonna add a little bit of extra pop to these biscuits. Not much, just a little bit. Don't overdo it. But we're just gonna mix this together, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And what we'll do is we'll then gonna add and cut in our butter. Now, the key to flaky, buttery, rising biscuits is to make sure your butter is good and cold. You don't want it to melt before the biscuit is baked or cooked. So the key to delicious biscuits, having very, very cold butter to start out with, okay? Again, we're gonna cut this in to our dry ingredients until we see tiny little pea-shaped balls of delicious butter. Okay, and they're about pea size average, so I think we're good to go on that. Our next step is to slowly add in our buttermilk, and we're going to use the best tools that God gave us, our hands, to do that. You just want to slowly mix it in. You don't just want to all dump it in at once. And you are going to get dirty for this, so make sure you got a paper towel or a sink handy. Man, these smell amazing already. Got some delicious freshness. And that buttermilk. If I would have put a little bit of flour on my hands before I did this, probably would have been a little bit easier to get the stuff off. But hey, that's a tip that I just taught you guys, right? So we're gonna now flour our board. Don't go all crazy. Just put some flour on your cutting board. Make sure it doesn't stick to your board like it stuck to my hands before. And get all that goodness out the bottom. You paid for it. All right, we're gonna knead this for a couple of minutes, but just be mindful not to overwork it. If any starts sticking to the board, throw some more flour down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Don't overthink it. Again, I just like to fold it over itself. Oh, God bless. And I'm just going to let the weight of this giant roller roll our dough out. Again, you don't want to overdo it because you'll have flat biscuits like I did last time. Oh, man. That looks good. And you can still see the butter intact in there. That's awesome. That's a good sign for us, ladies and gentlemen. I just want you to know you're my favorite biscuit. All right, don't waste this stuff. Well, we got about 7 biscuits, and that's okay. Because you know what? I want these to be fatty. I like fatty biscuits. So we're going to take these awesome biscuits back outside onto the RT340. And again, it's burning those delicious Kingsford maple pellets. We've got it set at 425 degrees. These should take about 15-ish minutes. Keep your eye on them. When they start to look like they're about done, slap some butter on them. Let them go another couple of minutes, and then they'll be GBD, golden, brown, and delicious. Let go. Wow, check out these biscuits, y'all. I just did that. You can too. Just follow this recipe. It's super easy. We just baked biscuits from scratch. I don't have to go to the store and buy the frozen ones anymore. I'm super excited about this, if you can't already tell. But again, that RT340 partnered with the Kingsford pellet, did a really, really bang-up job on these biscuits, cooked them to perfection. Look at the bottom of them things. These things are so pretty. I don't even want to break them open and taste them just yet. I just want everybody to look at them and enjoy them. But you guys, you've got to try this recipe. It couldn't be easier. I mean, 4 to 5 ingredients. The grill does all of the work. That recteq 340 knocked it out of the park, cooking these biscuits to perfection. I can't wait for my family to try these. They're going to be so impressed. They're going to think that these are frozen biscuits, but I'm going to surprise them and tell them that I cooked them from scratch. That's right. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure you subscribe to Kingsford and recteq's YouTube channel for more amazing content this holiday season. We'll see you at the recteq. Mama, look at these biscuits! Oh, Mama!